Right. Hello again, welcome to Friday Night Garage Night. Just a wee update on what's been going on with the Mini so far. As you can see, we've got the passenger side inner wing on. There is a video on that, so you'll see that tonight as well. Also the outer and inner A panel. The door skin, that's all on. And the door step and the A post. So the plan for tonight is to set up the scuttle panel, the wings and the bonnet and the front panel. So we'll let you see what we've done so far.
Oh, I've not seen it. Yeah, so what you've been doing.
As you can see, it's all puddle welded in nicely. This A panel here is not lining up with the door line properly on here, and it is a heritage panel. I thought I'd made a mistake somewhere, but I've measured it from the other side, from the bottom of the A panel to where the bottom sill goes onto. It's the exact same as the other side, which is 2 inches. So it might be the way the door skin's gone on. It could be that as well, I don't know. But it's working out fine anyway. Also the A post, that's all in. The step, that's all in as well. The gaps are nice as well, nice and tight, which I like. So like I say, the plan is tonight is to put the scuttle panel on, the wings, bonnet and the front panel. So I'm going to go for my tea just now, so we'll be back in about 5 minutes. So stay tuned.
Right, so my dad's ready for his tea. I'm going to stick on the scuttle panel, line it up, mark it, cut off what we need to cut off, then set it on. Right, take it easy. Yeah.
Huh?
That's the link on the other side. Zoot.
Oh, that needs to come out. That one.
Well, sitting here.
Eh?
I don't know if this is too far back. You might be trying it.
Oh yeah, right, okay, sorry. Oh. Right, I'll do that. Right, now.
Squeeze line coming up here, eh?
One side light.
Must be the same. Come on. Oh, you go. You got the pump clip.
sure, because they cost money. Alright, just take your time, didn't he? You know, just take your time, just put your time. Just push it forward.
Push it forward, flip it over.
Push it forward and then hold it. Just hold it. Then forward and in. Like that. The inside is. I'm supposed to put behind there. See that bit there? Oh, wait a minute. I think that's with the inside. Oh, this. I don't know, this is the inside. That. Yeah. I think it's the inside there. Is it? No. Is it? You know that goes on, this goes on the side. This goes on the end. That side. Oh, yeah. Hey?
Should we quickly go to the toilet?
Okay, moment.
We're on the outside now, then.
On this side here as well.
We'll both go on the
They're both on the outside. Right, okay. Doesn't seem to be meeting here.
We'll put there.
Go up. There's a gap there.
I don't know what you're saying here.
It's just like, it's probably in this thing here.
Just at that tab. I wait till they go. Push as much as they
Oh no, wait a minute, it's going in now. Push it in. That's it now. You keep it flush. Seconds then, there's one here. Alright. We want to change it. Yeah? Where's the... Johnny, wait, didn't it? Where's pass me... Pass me... I've got a spare set of more grips here. Put those more grips in there. Hold the fuss again, I'll put the more grips in that top corner a bit. That'll hold it in, pretty tight. Oh. You got it?
Yep, yep.
Right.
Yeah, we'll keep going. Yeah.
That better?
Yeah, last time. Get some shorter fish and flatten it. Maybe don't flatten it.
It should be...
Alright.
In the middle here.
Yeah. Well, either way. I try and get on the hump of the crease there.
Where is it?
Here.
At the end?
So I get a spare piece.
Right, okay. Yeah, here.
That's where the gap's probably going to be. But
Shite. That needs to be dollied. It needs to be flatter.
is that a heritage wine?
Yeah. I think the thing, it's this bit here. No, that's not the one. Maybe catch him here. In his bottom corner. Touching that, so that needs to be...
Hello, welcome to a wee update on the Friday night garage night. We had a bit of a crap night, eh? We built the front end, and we had issues with the lings. We had issues with the wings lining up, kind of level. So we kind of mucked about with the fitting, and I left about 9 o'clock to pick up the wife, and we still hadn't sussed it out. But I'll show you. I've just peeked around around the bike, skiving off work today. My dad has got a suss there. It's looking good. See if I can do that. That's it all welded in place. So I'm assuming he's videoed all this. He's not in at the moment. I thought he'd be in, I should have texted him in advance, but he's not in. But it looks pretty good. The wings all on. I think the bottom panels just clamped in place now. And I'm taking that he's put the bolts in for his spout level. Where's his spout level? There's his spout level. Look. I'll have a look. We'll check it out. He's not here. And that is bang on. Yeah. That is bang on. So he will be happy with that. Looking good. Still got his wing to weld up. He's got his wee bits of rotating that. There's a dent in his wee bonnet there. Aye. That's looking really good.
Right. Hello people, welcome back. As you can see, we've got the front end on now. We've done the driver's side wing, that's all done. We've got the bonnet in place, a temporary bonnet. We've got the driver's side wing to do next. I've just put everything all on just now and clamped it all on just to get all my gaps pretty much where I want them before I start welding them in. So on the next episode you'll see us the same what we've done last time with the bulkhead. We'll take it all off and you can see us put it all back together for the final weld. It just saves time on video of dressing up, punching holes and that sort of stuff. So we'll see you next time.
It's Monday, it's not Friday, and we left on Friday because it wasn't straight, and we spent most of the time on Friday night trying to figure out why the wings and that didn't line up. So with that, we'll show you what happened. Did you tell?
Yeah.
Just come on.
Yep. As you can see, I've used one of these angle finders on here on the car. I've used this through every stage so far off the car, and as what my son said, we had the wings on, but this side, the passenger side, was sitting up slightly too high, and we couldn't understand why, because everything else is level. So we left it for a couple of days, and then I came out on Sunday and just to check make sure the whole car was level, and I found out that the back end this driver's side back end was too low, so it was sitting at an angle like that. So obviously the left front wing was sitting up slightly, and the right back end was down too low. So I lifted the whole car back up again because I had just a bottle jack. So obviously it's been lying there for weeks, it's going to start dropping, you know. So so now when I come out now, I just make sure it's all level before I start doing any more work. So I adjusted all that, put the wings all back on again temporarily, checked all my levels, and as you can see, it's turned out more or less spot on, so I'm happy with that. So like I said, the next stage is we'll just clamp on all the passenger side, the passenger side of the wing, the front panel on. It's all dressed, ready to go. So, and once we've done that, I've got the closing panels to go in either side of the door pillars on both sides, and finish off some welding inside the bulkhead, inside the car, to the inner wings. Make sure that's all done, and then after that we're going to cut off the back end from here, just where the heel board meets the floor. So hopefully next week or so we should have a complete floor, a new floor coming. We can just clamp that in place again, just to make sure everything's fitting properly. Make a jig up along the tunnel where I think it's where the mounts go for where the gear stick is. There's usually two mounts, two rubber bushes that go through the tunnel. So same idea which I've done with the subframe. I'm just going to make a jig up along there, so when we put the floor in, it'll just go back into the exact same place as it came out. So that way we shouldn't have any surprises, hopefully. And then we can put the new heel bolt which I've got from the end machine, and the two side stiffeners as well to meet the back end of the floor. Once we've got them in place, and we can order up the rest of the floor for the back end. We've got the rear panels up there, up in the loft there, up there, so so that should be ready to go for that. So the next stage is to finish up the front end, get that completely finished before we move on, and then we'll cut out the floor, which I'm happy with that. So if all goes well, fingers crossed, you know what I mean. It is what it is. Just have to, you know, just take your time and think. You know, like before, we had a bit of problems at the weekend on Friday night. We had big plans to do certain things, and
but it wasn't. It happens, eh?
it happens.
And it wasn't actually anything wrong that we'd done. It's just they hadn't noticed that the car had moved.
Exactly. You know, we were
puzzled. They were puzzled.
we were contemplating cutting bits off the inner wings,
taking it off completely off again, starting again. Eh? Yeah.
And I thought, nah, I don't want to do that. We'll think about it over the next few days, which is the best plan to do. I know you just want to get on and get things done, because you're on a roll, things are going right, and then obviously you're going to get these things that are going to bite you in the arse. So you just have to take a step back and have a think, and so that's what we've done. We come back through, make sure the whole car was level again, and it's turned out fine. So we're just going to finish off the front end, finish off any bits and pieces inside the car up to the bulkhead area when it meets this part here, and all the closing panel ones, that's all nice and welded in, nice and tight, so it's solid. And then we'll re-brace it again, put some more bracing down at the bottom, along the bottom of the doors, along here on both sides, and then we'll get the grinder out and we'll cut out the back end. What I might do is leave the flooring at the back.
The pickup floor.
The pickup floor, yeah, because it meets. Because you can buy them in two halves. Actually, you can buy them as a complete panel, or you can buy them in two, like a 3/4 panel, which is the back end, and there's a smaller one that fits near the back plate here. So when your heel board runs about here, just in there. So if we cut it back from this point back up along, take that off, and then we can use that as a guide for the floor, for the new floor going in. So we were in the right position from that point, and then the rest of it is just easier. Taking the spot welds out here from the rear quarter panels here, that along the top, and they should come out, and hopefully it should all line up. So that's where we are at the moment. So
maybe walk around, because it does look good.
yeah, so we'll have a quick walk around and see what you think.
So just cut up panels all in. Wants to be a spot welder. So flat Eric. This looks good.
Big ding in the wing.
eBay bonnet, ding in the wing.
No, the bonnet.
Ah, the bonnet, aye. There's an eBay bonnet. I see eBay bonnet.
Shite. But it's just to get the gaps at the front, because they're alright, so it should be fine.
Stick it back on.
Stick it back on.
Just the side still clamped. But it does look good. And back to rustiness. Oh.
And you can see the jig as well.
Yeah,
Then you can see that.
and your floor, for your floor mounts.
A bit bothered with this. Had a bit bothered with this A panel here. I was lining at the door because I wanted the gaps. The gaps are far too high. You know, they're light. You know, they're about 1/4 inch. But I have noticed the doors have been repaired before. I don't know if somebody's cut them off before, and they soldered them back in or brassed them back in. So I wanted the body lines to be quite tight. That's just the way I am. So I've altered all that, so obviously I might have to alter a wee bit down at the bottom here, just to bring that back in, so it's nice and level with the step. Nothing major, nothing, you know what I mean, it's nothing, you know, to worry about. It can be sorted, it'll be fine. And then we'll just, like I say, we'll just make sure that I'm happy with all this first before we move on to anything else. Because if you start getting carried away, you just, you know, start making mistakes. Just finish off at the front and work my way back. You know, I'm not one for flipping from one piece to another, because you forget where you are. So so that's the plan. So hopefully next week we should have a floor coming anyway, and we'll make progress and start cutting some stuff out. So that'll be fun.
Get still saw it.
So I've got a still saw for it. I'll show you.
Just a bit of eye candy. Get a still saw it.
That's what we use it for the floor. Fit the floor out.
Hey man, get a bit fired up, eh?
No, I'm just kidding.
Right. So,
Yeah, so far I'm happy.
you and Flat Eric signing off.
Yeah, so we'll see you next time.
Catch you later.